retour de Sniper Elite. Hey, c'est Mir de Game of Villain, j'espère que vous allez bien. On est parti pour Sniper Elite Resistance, qui est un spin-off, ce n'est pas le 6. On y incarne d'ailleurs un nouveau personnage, et cet épisode Résistance se déroule durant le 5e volet, qui est toujours disponible sur la chaîne, lien en description avec la playlist Sniper Elite Universe. Sniper Elite Resistance est dispo depuis le 30 janvier 2025 sur PC, PlayStation et Xbox, à retrouver aussi dans votre abonnement Game Pass, si jamais vous en avez un. Je vous propose le film complet du jeu sur PC en 4K 60 FPS tout au max. Allez, finir par l'autre, place au jeu, je n'ai plus qu'à vous souhaiter un bon visionnage et surtout n'oubliez pas que le jeu vidéo, c'est rigolo. Bisous.
« 1944. Allied forces are preparing to drive the Nazis out of France. They don't know where and when we'll land on French soil, and they are desperate to turn the tide of war back in their favour. They still have the infrastructure to transport deadly weapons at a moment's notice around Europe, and the French resistance have uncovered a rumour of a secret weapon so ruthless, so severe, it could make it impossible to reclaim France. This threat can't go ignored. Disrupting logistics within the German army is key. It's up to us, the SOE, to work with French resistance on the ground and make that possible. With a little help from the boffins at home in Station 12. The Nazis aren't the only ones with secret weapons. I'm going deep behind enemy lines. A covert mission that could get messy, suitable for a man of my particular talents. Time to get to work.
Okay, chaps! Tight formation! Straight and level! Let's get this done and go home! Back! Much heavier than expected! What? What are they doing? We're going Abort! That flak's thick enough to walk on! We've got fuel for another run, but Hawker's gonna have to take care of those cannons!
Take out that dam, and it'll cripple a whole lot of Nazi schemes around here. That bridge should give me a better look at the defences. Taking out those flak batteries on the dam is a top priority, and I need to find a way to build up the pressure behind the dam, so we make the biggest mess possible when those Lancasters hit their target. If the Germans have any sense, they'll be enemy snipers ahead. Got a clear shot on the controls next to those overflow pipes. Hit those, and the wall behind the dam is gonna start building quick as anything. Could be climbable. Good job they called me Spider in BASIC. Enemy troops ahead. Dealer's choice. Loud and fast, or slow and quiet. Gonna be fewer Nazis seen tomorrow either way. Just what I need. Flat cannon. Nothing a good old satchel charge can't topple. But the way they're set up, reckon I might be able to make them shoot each other. Save myself a bit of bother. Job done. With the generator knocked out, the dam's pressure's gonna build fast. It's gonna be bursting at the seams by the time those bombers come back for another crack.
In Deckung gehen! Wir müssen den Feind abwehren!
That's the cannons dealt with. Our bombers should have a clear run at the dam now. That'll do it. Need to get moving before our Lanks blow this place to hell. Then I can get back to tracking down Otto Kruger. After dealing with whatever's got some local resistance in a tizzy.
Bombardier, you have control! Roger that! Coming up on the Steady! Steady! She's away! Running! 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 Impact! Detonation confirmed! All flights, this is Foxtrot Leader. Mission successful. Target destroyed.
Easy now. Let's not do anything we might regret. Carillon, I take it. My mate Morris. We need to go
You
find...
are the SOE agent?
Name's Hawker. Harry Hawker.
We have your man from Station 12. Come. Time is of the essence.
Welcome to the Resistance.
Saint-Raymond, regional headquarters of German military intelligence. We have been using a dead drop at the city's basilica to contact a mid-rank officer we know only as Vertigo. His last report spoke of a serious threat against Allied forces. He has offered detailed plans to the Resistance in exchange for safe passage. I planned to extract him days ago, but was instructed that only the SOE were to make contact with Vertigo. Since then, the city has been overrun with Gestapo. We can only surmise that they are aware of Vertigo and that he has gone into hiding. Bonne chance.
Boys in London want me to retrieve Vertigo's intel. And to do that, I'll need to find his bolt hole. It's got to be around here somewhere. Sneak into the regional Nazi intelligence HQ, find a mole before the Gestapo, and try to find out what's got this so-called Vertigo bloke so worried. Got my work cut out for me on this one.
Wer ist...
Gestapo have been here a few days at least. Looks like they haven't found Vertigo yet. Good. Means I've still got a chance. The Basilica. Carillon said that's where the dead drop was. Should be a good view from the tower. Okay, where's this dead drop hiding then?
Was? Hallo? Was? Moment mal. Wer...
Vertigo. Gestapo on his tail. Needs an extraction. Says he's gone to ground near the library garden. Right, that's the dead drop taken care of. If I remember his file right, that's Vertigo's apartment block.
Das bringt nichts. Hierhin würde Günsche ganz bestimmt nicht zurückkehren. Wen interessiert das? Hier ist niemand, der zuhört. Das meine ich doch. Wir sollten dort sein, wo er hingeht. Hier könnte jeder dieser Idioten in Uniform warten. Aber natürlich. Ja, weiß ich.
Gestapo's done a number on this place. I should see if they missed something. Vertigo's long gone. Squeaky floorboard. Might be worth a look. A book on the Cathar Ways. Tunnels under San Raymond. So, Vertigo knew they existed beneath the city. Vertigo's note mentioned the library garden. Given that he knows about the tunnels, maybe he's beneath the garden. Found a way in. How to find Vertigo's office, and the intel that's got everyone so excited. This is it, Vertigo's office. I've seen worse. These documents are coded. I can't make head nor tail of them. Need to get them back to Morris. See what all this fuss is about. This must be the library. Nazis are checking through all the police files. I better make sure that the ones that could lead to resistance fighters disappear. Isabelle Dubois. According to this, the Nazis have her listed as a potential resistance fighter. Not anymore, they don't. Pierre Moreau. Ah, quite the rap sheet. Definitely part of the resistance according to this document. But the Nazis don't need to know that. Ah, this file's on one of Carrion's men, Gilles. That's the last of the files on the resistance. Carrion owes me a pint. Damn it. Poor bugger shot himself rather than risk capture. Well, at least the Gestapo didn't find him and torture him. Could have compromised the resistance and SOE. A rat bomb. Could come in handy.
Überall Rattendreck. Erklären Sie das. Sind Sie verantwortlich für diesen...
Nein, ich bin erst seit ein paar Stunden hier. Genauso überrascht und angeekelt wie Sie.
Tja, jetzt unterliegt das aber Ihrer Verantwortung. Sorgen Sie dafür, dass sich jemand darum kümmert.
Jawohl, sofort.
Hä? Hey, ist alles in Ordnung?
This rat's primed and ready for the guest of honor.
Wer ist das?
Infestation dealt with. Happy trails back.
Mission fulfilled. Hawker has returned with Vertigo's intel. Analysis by our on-site codebreaker, Sergeant Morris Ahmed, already confirms some of the claims made by Vertigo. If the claims are true, we could be dealing with a new, unknown, and deadly Nazi superweapon. Therefore, the SOE is of the belief that D-Day is at risk. Hawker will remain embedded within the Resistance. He will work with them to identify the exact nature of this threat and neutralize it by any means necessary. From the ongoing analysis of Vertigo's files, we now know that this new superweapon involves the nearby district of Fourvière. There, a greatly increased Nazi presence throughout the region is being overseen by an unusually high number of Gestapo, who are operating out of offices situated within the Hotel Terminus. Among their concerns are high volumes of suspicious cargo passing through the train station. Last we knew, local resistance attempted to inspect some of the cargo, but we have since lost contact with them. Locate them, should you wish. While we don't yet know where these shipments are headed nor what they are, we believe some of these supplies are being stored within the hotel. Your orders are to recover intel from the Gestapo offices, inspect the cargo in the hotel's cellar, identify what warrants such protection at the train station, and use your discretion regarding how best to deal with anything you should find. Good luck.
If Vertigo was right, the Nazis are cooking up some kind of superweapon. If I can find a way to the hotel and the train station, maybe I can find out what they're up to.
Hallo?
Safe house has been compromised, which explains why we lost contact. Looks like I'm gonna have to finish what they started. this letter says there's another safe house. Somewhere in the town's central blocks. If I can find it, that might be where the Resistance cell are hiding. Bridge is crawling. Too many eyes, too many lights. Stay sharp, Hawker. Gotta be a reason for this much security.
Oh, thank goodness you're not a German. You must be the SOE agent Carillon mentioned before we lost communication.
Glad you're in one piece, mate. Keep quiet and stay hidden. I'll let Carillon know you're safe.
Maybe once we kick the Nazi pigs out of France, I'll tell you why we color the fortress. Good hunting, English.
The Resistance cell is safe. Good to know. Might even put a smile on Carillon's face. Chance would be a fine thing. Of course, the Gestapo have made their nest in the town's fanciest hotel. Tyranny always did have a taste for luxury. Bloody hell. This place is crawling with Nazis. Must be Gestapo HQ for the entire region. Can't afford to get caught here.
Alles in Ordnung? Hast du etwa einen Geist gesehen? Oder bist du einfach nur fertig damit, ein Dutzend Mal Kisten die Kellertreppen hoch und runter zu schleppen?
Eher 50 Dutzend Mal. Aber ich habe einen Blick in eine der Kisten geworfen.
Was? Das ist aber verboten. Wenn man dich gesehen hat. Ich sollte nicht mit dir reden.
Ah, wie du willst. Aber ich dachte, dass es dich interessiert. Ich glaube, wir werden alle mit Gasmasken ausgestattet.
Gasmasken? Bist du sicher?
Der ganze Keller ist voll mit Gasmasken und Laborausrüstung. Es wird irgendwas Großes passieren.
Und du kannst wetten, dass es uns passiert. Meine Güte.
Es ist nicht nur die Fracht. Die planen da unten was. Schau es dir einfach selbst an. Mir wird ganz flau im Magen, wenn ich nur daran denke.
This is bad. Looks like we're dealing with a chemical superweapon. But the Nazis don't use stuff like that on the battlefield. Well, till now. Superweapon project, and its name, Kleiner Blumer. Plus references to a dozen or so locations across France. This Nazi scheme might be bigger than we thought. Manifest. These Germans are shifting a lot of cargo, and all over France. Most of it heading to Site D. Yeah, that can't be a coincidence. Looks important for whatever they're up to. Reckon someone should put it out of commission. Claude Leronde, collaborator, traitor. A lot of innocent people got a one-way ticket to Germany because of him.
Mission fulfilled. Reconnaissance carried out by Hawker confirms the Nazis have been transporting high volumes of specialized equipment, the nature of which strongly implies their superweapon project to be chemical in its nature. A cargo manifest acquired by Hawker further confirms this thesis. In addition to the equipment, vast quantities of chemicals are being transported by rail through and from Fourvière. Fortunately, we have a lead as to where. Intel recovered from Gestapo offices have revealed a number of sites with ties to the superweapon project, which we now know to be called Kleine Blume. Of particular interest is Site D, which we believe to be the manufacturing plant for the weapon. While our on-site codebreaker deciphers the final Vertigo files to identify the precise location of Site D, a new and urgent matter has come to light, requiring Captain Hawker's immediate attention. While London continues to locate Site D, the Kleine Blume production facility, a new urgent matter has arisen, as well as an opportunity. Due to the challenges faced during our initial attempts to bomb the Vallée de la Cluse Dam, the Germans have come into the possession of an undetonated upkeep bouncing bomb. The top-secret design of which the Germans have been unable to replicate. Until now. Local resistance report that a team of German superweapons experts have arrived to study the bomb, having traveled in from one of the potential Site D locations. Notably, they work for Dr. Uwe Schörner, one of the world's foremost and most infamous chemical biologists. Hawker, you must return to the dam and destroy our bomb before it can be extracted or transported. And you are to eliminate all traces of any German work relating to our bomb, including anyone who has worked on documenting the device and any output they've generated.
The Nazis managed to get their hands on one of our top-secret bouncing bombs. By the time I'm done here, they'll wish they hadn't. Gotta make sure anything they've learned about it never makes it back to Berlin. The scientists brought in to study the bomb. London reckons they know a thing or two about what's going on at Site D. Could kill two birds with one stone here. Chance will be a fine thing. That shipment might contain some of the technology the Nazis nicked from that crashed Lank. Better make sure it never makes it back to Berlin.
Oh Himmel, ich bin getroffen.
That research camp should be just up ahead. Need to take a look and see what their eggheads have found.
Sondern gerade von den Wissenschaftlern in dem schicken Haus auf der anderen Seite der Schlucht analysiert wird.
Die beim Damm benutzte Geheimwaffe wurde geborgen?
So geheim ist die bald nicht mehr.
Das kann ich Ihnen versprechen.
That's what happens when you mess around with bombs. Oh, this place is just picture postcard. Too nice for Nazis, even if they are VIPs.
Could be carrying something crucial.
That's everything taken care of. Time to make myself scarce and see what London makes of the intel I found.
Mission success. The bouncing bomb and all studies of it have been obliterated, and as hoped, the German scientists have shed more light on the Kleiner Blumer threat. Their possessions concealing intel that both corroborates our findings and confirms the location of Site D. These new Nazi documents refer to Special Committee C, the chemical weapons division within the Speer Ministry, led by Otto Kruger. Officially disbanded, yet apparently still operational, and extremely dangerous. As to why the superweapons specialists would dare carry this evidence confirming Kruger's seemingly unsanctioned activities, oh, we can only speculate. Perhaps they plan to report his deeds to the Reich. This would explain the following comms intercepted by Bletchley Park.
Der Abwehrmaulwurf wurde zum Schweigen gebracht. Und trotzdem finde ich, dass Ihre Gestapo unsere Geheimnisse nicht schnell genug verbergen kann. Finde nur ich es eigenartig, dass uns die Alliierten offenbar auf der Spur sind.
Da unsere Feinde so interessiert an der Arbeit des Sonderkomitees C sind, befriedigen wir ihre Neugier. Es wird höchste Zeit für einen Feldtest der kleinen Blume.
Chemical analysis of equipment and components recovered in Fourvière indicates that Kleiner Blumer is an advanced form of nerve agent, and as a result, poses a significant threat to D-Day. Thanks to the Vertigo files and reports from resistance cells throughout France, we are continuing to identify all sites being used by Special Committee C. And we have now located Site D, the Kleiner Blumer production facility, and the location of a command and control bunker, the destruction of which could aid impending Allied efforts in the area. With vast amounts of chemical components arriving at regular intervals, the nerve agent is being manufactured in a plant hidden somewhere within the Rove Tunnel, west of Marseille, dangerously close to a large civilian population. Hawker, despite the risk to the surrounding population, your mission may be the only way to save D-Day, and perhaps the war itself. Locate the Kleiner Blumer production facility and destroy or disable the plant by any means necessary, at any cost.
No wonder Carrion looked like a ghost when I left. Gotta be smart about this, or a lot of innocent lives could be lost. Destroy or disable the chemical weapons plant by any means necessary. And with Marseille not even 6 miles away. I should take out that coastal defense bunker. Anything to give our boys a better chance when they hit those beaches. It's Nazi Central here. That many guards. This must be the entrance to the weapons plant. This ain't the production facility. Just part of a warehouse. Need to head deeper into the complex.
Vorsicht damit! Eine falsche Bewegung und wir sind erledigt. Mit dem Zeug können wir uns keine Pannen erlauben.
Kleine Blume, so nennen die das. Ich würde zu gern wissen, warum
This must be the control room, with a main production lab through there. If there's a way to wreck this place without risking Marseille, this'll be where I can find it. His pockets was a key. Looks like the kind that could open a safe. Scuttle orders. Looks like they were ready to cover their tracks, blow the labs to Kingdom Come. Happy to lend them a helping hand. Now we're cooking. Bloody do it. That's not... bloody ammo's almost gone. My gun's good for splitting skulls, not cracking open U-boats. Gonna need to find another way. They must use that U-boat to deliver chemicals to the plant and then ship out the Kleiner Blume. Can't be having that, can we? Would you look at that? An unattended diesel pump hooked up to the U-boat. Sloppy work, Fritz. Be a real shame if some chance I accidentally turned the pump off. That'll do it. Straight to the bottom. Eloi Coste. File says he's the manager of this factory and having a birthday party. Hope you're enjoying yourself, traitor, because I'm gonna make this a party you'll never forget. Happy returns, mate. Calm and quiet.
Mission fulfilled. Orca has successfully disabled the Kleiner Blume production facility and avoided any civilian casualties in the process. Though the Germans no longer have the means to produce Kleiner Blume, it is unknown how much they had stockpiled prior to today. It must be understood, there is more Kleiner Blume in Nazi hands. The threat it poses remains, but not for much longer. Thanks to intel recovered by Hawker from the production facility, London has located the center of the Kleiner Blume program, as well as Dr. Uwe Schörner, the head scientist responsible for the deadly nerve agent. It's time to deal with both. London has located the Special Committee C Nerve Center, the heart of the Kleiner Blume program, Fort Rouge, a Napoleonic bastion once thought to be impregnable. London's efforts to destroy the site have failed. Using their anti-aircraft gun battery, the Nazis brought down our master bomber. The RAF are now softening up the area. With a well-placed transponder, they'll be able to level the site with precision bombing, even under pressure, utilizing an experimental weapon of our own. known as an earthquake bomb. It will obliterate the fortress and destroy any on-site Kleine Blume. Although we only have one today, Station 12 assure us it will be more than sufficient. Hawker, while the Nazi eyes are on the sky, your mission is to infiltrate Fort Rouge, locate and destroy the AA guns, recover intel that can help us understand how best to nullify or destroy Kleine Blume by identifying its weaknesses or limitations, and place a transponder to aid our bombers. Due to the priceless intel, we'll await confirmation of your exfiltration before they strike. Good luck.
Take out some AA guns and place a transponder somewhere in a bona fide fortress full of Nazis that might be stocked with bloody nerve gas. Bloody hell. That town's taken a right pounding. Good job the Resistance evacuated the civilians from this place months ago. Dealt with. One to go.
Hast du das gesehen? Das ist wahre deutsche Präzision. Diese Amateure der Alliierten haben keine Chance. Geschützt. That used to be the town hall. Looks like it's a Nazi garrison now, and well guarded.
gezogenen Waffen reinkommt. Dann lassen wir Schöne einfach weitermachen.
Die Geheimnisse. Ich bin von einer Bande von Idioten umgeben.
Dr. Uwe Schöner, genius chemical biologist and father of the nerve agent Kleiner Blume, should have run when he had the chance.
Zu nichts nütze. Wo wären sie nur ohne? Sobald alle Beweise zerstört sind, werde ich ein neues Leben beginnen. In einem neuen Land, mit neuen Herausforderungen. Das ist nicht das Ende meiner Geschichte, sondern der Anfang.
Schöner's keen to cover his tracks. One well-placed coal torpedo and I can give this guy a chemical reaction he's not expecting. All set. An apple a day might keep the doctor away, but I prefer a more permanent solution. Well, that certainly struck a nerve, wouldn't you say? This must be Schöner's lab, the birthplace of Kleiner Blume, no doubt. Let's see if he left any notes around.
Hältst du mal den Mund? Hier erwischt uns niemand. Wir sind viel zu besorgt wegen der ganzen Flugzeuge in der Luft.
Können wir uns beeilen? Das war doch eine Kirche. Hier muss es irgendwas geben, womit man den Durst löschen kann.
Schöner's notes. It'll take greater minds than mine to make sense of these papers. Gotta hope there's something useful in there. Until I plant the transponder and take out all those AA guns. RAF's got no chance of landing that earthquake bomb of theirs. My main objective. The kick to Nazi plans is always good. Nazis don't do anything by halves, do they? They could be cooking up anything in there. I need to connect the transmitter to the junction box on that mast. There. That's the radio tower. Once I connect my transmitter to that, and our bombers will be all set to lock on and level this site. There. Perfect spot for the transponder. Good position relative to the fortress. Once it's connected, transponder's active. Just a shame I can't stick around to see what a top-secret earthquake bomb can do. But duty calls. All right then, off we go. These grounds ain't been used in years. Whole operation must be underground. Whatever it is Special Committee C are up to here, they're keen to keep it buried. This is it. This is where the Kleiner Blume has been sent. This is bad. Very, very bad. Deploy them. Damn it. If I'm reading this map right, these are the facilities used by Special Committee C. I've been to most of them, so the Kleiner Blume must have been sent to one of the other sites. Looks like one of them's a vineyard.
Los, nehmen Sie alles auseinander!
Looks like the Kleiner Blume was all brought here, but it was shipped out before I arrived. Question is, where's it gone? No sign of the Kleiner Blume, but enough wine to drown a garrison, and all from one place. There was a vineyard on that map. Is that where they sent the Kleiner Blume?
Mission fulfilled. Thanks to Hawker, the RAF successfully destroyed the fortress. From multiple resistance sources, we believe that Special Committee C's stockpiles of Kleiner Blume have now been weaponized into warheads in a hidden area within Fort Rouge, and have been transported by rail to another site. However, thanks to Hawker's efforts, his photographs of the French railway network map will help identify all remaining sites being used by Kruger, and by those actively supporting his mutiny. More pertinently, we know where the Kleiner Blume warheads have been sent. The Vallée de Dieu vineyard. D-Day is imminent, but remains in jeopardy as long as the Nazis and Special Committee C still have Kleiner Blume.
Wir haben die Waffe entwickelt, die die Invasion der Alliierten aufhalten wird. Eine Waffe, die unser Führer in seiner Feigheit nicht einsetzen würde. Wir werden unsere Mission erfüllen. Deutschland wird siegen. Und wenn es uns das Leben kostet. Schon bald werden wir in Reichweite jeder Landungsstelle der Alliierten sein. Der Sieg gehört bereits uns.
Hawker, so far you have destroyed the means of manufacturing the nerve agent Kleiner Blume, and played a vital role in leveling Otto Kruger's warhead assembly site. Unfortunately, all the warheads have been extracted by rail before your arrival, thanks to the machinations of Kruger and Special Committee C. Analysis of the railway network map you acquired has determined that, against all odds, the last remaining Kleiner Blume stockpiles have been sent to the Vallée de Dieu vineyard. London has reason to believe that this was once a V1 launch site, and since aerial photography has failed to confirm this theory, well, there is speculation that the V1 site may be below ground. V1 flying bombs alone are capable of mass devastation, but equipped with Kleiner Blume, the Allies would be defenseless against such an attack. If our suspicions prove correct, Hawker, do whatever it takes to stop the Kleiner Blume from being deployed. Good luck.
This is where the Kleiner Blume warheads were sent to. A suspected V1 launch site. Is this where the trail ends? Is this the final step in Kruger's scheme? Well, this launch site is definitely still in use. Just gotta pray that one wasn't carrying Kleiner Blume. From the air, the chateau doesn't look like anything special. From down here on the ground, it's clear as day this is a major site. Okay, Harry, think. Door's remotely locked. So there's got to be somewhere nearby where I can release it. Just need to find the controls.
Es ist Eile geboten. Die Sicherheitsmaßnahmen müssen verschärft werden. Heute darf nichts unseren Erfolg gefährden. Dieser Tag wird der Beginn einer neuen Ära sein.
Jawohl, natürlich. Nur autorisierte Personen erhalten Zutritt. Aber dürfte ich eine Frage stellen? Was?
A key. And it has control room written on it. Control room? One of these switches must be worth a go. Switch opened those doors down there. Time to see what they're hiding. And make sure it never sees the light of day. Warheads, but not for V1 rockets. For something else, something shorter, something bespoke. Probably Kleinerblume.
Was hab ich da gesehen?
This place is too big to be just a launch site. Whatever they'd been doing here, it can't be good. Need to put a stop to it. What the? We got it all wrong. Kleinerblume was just a part of the superweapon project. This map. Oh, this is everywhere the Allies could land in France. And what'll be waiting for them? Zugwerfers. 5 heavily armored rocket-launching trains, all armed with the deadliest nerve agent known to man. The Allied invasion force wouldn't stand a chance. I have to stop this now. Bloody hell. One of the Zugwerfers is still here. This might be my only chance to take it out.
Ich kann noch immer nicht glauben, dass wir die Zugwerfer bewachen dürfen. Wir schreiben Geschichte. Damit werden wir den Krieg gewinnen.
That much armor, there's only one way I could take out that Zugwerfer. Precision blast. Stop the other Zugwerfers. I should take out the V1 launch site. Can't take any chances. Can't let the Nazis launch any more V1 rockets. Need to destroy their stockpile and launcher. Rocket sabotaged. Need to sort out the ramp. Make sure it's an accident waiting to happen. That should take care of the launch site. Need to get clear before it blows. London will be pleased to hear that this place can now be listed as a former launch site. most of them. Amateurs.
In den Schuhen.
Heute Morgen habe ich eine durch die Kantine huschen sehen. Danach war mein Appetit weg.
Wird bei der Scheune nicht Rattengift gelagert? Wir sollten später welches holen und das Problem selbst lösen.
Ja, ich glaube, ich habe da welches gesehen. Bereiten wir diesen Plagen ein für alle Mal ein Ende.
Wo ist mein Getränk? Was bringt es, auf einem Weingut zu sein, wenn ihr Idioten nicht mal eine anständige Flasche findet?
Jawohl. Tut mir leid. Ich sehe nach, was da los ist.
Was? Wollen Sie Ihren Vorgesetzten unbewacht zurücklassen? Wie inkompetent sind Sie eigentlich? Nein! Wir bleiben hier und rufen Wein! Wo ist mein Wein? Machen Sie mit! Sie und Ihr Freund?
Vielleicht wäre es besser, wenn ich selbst eine Flasche suche.
Hauptmann Aldo Risa. His file says he's single-handedly responsible for the murder of dozens of resistance fighters. Fond of poison, apparently. Time for some payback. Turns out Aldo's fond of the wine made at this vineyard. I poisoned some of that plonk, and it'll leave him with more than a nasty hangover. Wine's poisoned. Just need to ring the dinner bell and let Aldo take a sip of his vino. After everything he's done, I hope it hurts. Of the resistance.
Mission fulfilled. While confirming the presence of the V1 launch site, we were again too late to intercept the Kleiner Blume warheads, and Hawker uncovered the true crisis we now face. Zugwerfers. Heavily armored combat-ready Sonderzuger locomotives, equipped with the means to launch bespoke rocket-powered Kleiner Blume warheads, loaded with what we can only hope are their last reserves of Kleiner Blume. One alone could destroy D-Day. We believe the Germans possess 4. London has determined the most likely site the Zugwerfers will be dispatched from. One way or another, the end is nigh. It's time to put a stop to Kleiner Blume and Special Committee C, once and for all.
Allied forces have commenced Operation Overlord, and will land on French soil within 24 hours. Once the Nazis learn of our intended landing site, the Zugwerfers will be able to reposition and annihilate our entire landing force. Station 12 photographic reconnaissance puts the Zugwerfers at Gare du Nord, a major rail hub somehow still operational despite multiple Allied bombing runs. RAF Mosquitoes are en route, carrying payloads of a secret incendiary compound called napalm. Your mission is to do whatever it takes to ensure the trains cannot deliver their Kleiner Blume payloads, and to place a transmitter to signal commencement of the precision bombardment. Due to the clear and present threat posed to Operation Overlord, Hawker, There won't be time for you to get clear. It is with immense regret that London thanks you for your courage and sacrifice. Godspeed, Harry.
Bonne chance, mon ami.
You don't have to do this alone. I can
go. I've got it from here. Whatever it takes.
This is it. Infiltrate the rail yard. Make sure the Zugwerfers are still here when everything goes up, me included. Here we go, Harry. Last mission. Make it count.
Rail yard's on the other side of this wall. Need to find a way through.
There's one of the Zugwerfers. Need to knock out the engine. Make sure he can't get away from the airstrike. Blimey, busy place considering the state it's in. Not for much longer. Am I getting closer to the rail yard? This place is like a maze. If I take out those flak cannons, it'll make life easier for the RAF heavies. Kleiner Blumer, the Zugwerfers, nothing here will...
Watch out, Jerry. I've got a Panzer. Okay, this'll help. Stop the RAF heavies now. They'll turn this place to rubble. That blockhouse there looks important. Center of operations, I'd guess.
Die Begeisterung der Leute ist ansteckend. Wenn ich daran denke, dass der Krieg morgen
Bloody
beendet
hell.
ist.
Ja, das
Big
bringt einen
lad, ain't
Moment,
ya?
Die Ehre, hier stationiert zu sein. Die Sicherheitsmaßnahmen waren noch nie so streng. Aber wir müssen vorsichtig sein.
Was für
Eine
ein
Kette
Tag.
ist halt wachsam.
Another Zugwerfer, armed to the teeth with Kleiner Blumer rockets. Not letting you use that stuff on our boys. This bunker's brand new, but made to look like it's taken a hit. Jerry's trying to pull... If I can shut those doors, make them stay shut, it should trap the Zugwerfer in here for when the flyboys unleash hell. No one's opening these doors now. Looks like the Kleiner Blumer carriage is inside the roundhouse. Might be able to use that to my advantage. If I sabotage the roundhouse wheel, I can trap the Kleiner Blumer carriage inside, where it can't interfere with the invasion. That's all the Zugwerfer's dealt with. All that's left is to call in the RAF heavies. Whatever it takes.
Wie oft habe ich Ihnen gesagt, dass der Druck der Treibstoffpumpen nicht zu hoch sein darf? Das führt zur Katastrophe.
Ach, wir müssen die Effizienz maximieren. Ein bisschen zusätzlicher Druck wird nicht schaden.
Sind Sie wahnsinnig? Sie spielen mit dem Feuer. Und zwar im wahrsten Sinne des Wortes. Durch zu hohen Druck beschädigen wir das System. Das Risiko dürfen wir nicht eingehen.
Wir haben nicht viel Zeit. Die Pumpen müssen mit maximaler Kapazität laufen, wenn wir unsere Ziele erreichen wollen. Es geht halt nicht anders.
Gruppenführer Hermann Gottschalk, one of the heads of Special Committee C, and the commander of the Gestapo unit that have been busy keeping the committee's activities secret from the rest of the Reich. I'm going to enjoy this. That pressure valve. I could use it to overload the fuel tank. Give Gottschalk the fiery send-off he deserves. What's the matter, Gottschalk? Couldn't handle the pressure? Don't worry, I'll be joining you in hell soon enough. Need to move. This is it. Once I signal the heavies, there's no going back. If there's anything else that I need to do... Whatever it takes. Kruger.
Alles in Ordnung? Was ist passiert? Nein, bitte nicht!
Not so fast, Fritz. All right then.
Only you could go on a suicide mission and still come home.
Bring it up next time we see Carl, yeah?
Speaking of which, HQ have had a word. New orders incoming.
Oh. No rest for the wicked, eh? Oh, speak of the devil.
How long until you leave?
Not long.
A pity. We could use more soldiers like you around here.
Here's hoping you don't need to, eh? Bonne chance, mon ami.
Right back at you.
Mission accomplished. Thanks to the actions of Hawker and the SOE, Morris and Station 12, Carillon, and an unfathomable number of heroic resistance fighters, the D-Day landing was uninterrupted by the Kleiner-Blumer conspiracy, and the operation was ultimately successful. Special Committee C are no longer a threat to the Allied war effort. The end of the war is in sight, but the fight is far from over. Preparing new orders for Captain Harry Hawker. Codename Wraith.